Are we ready for the rogue? I think we're going to close it out with the rogue. Rogues rely on cunning, stealth, and their foes' vulnerabilities to get the upper hand in any situation. They have a knack for finding the solution to just about any problem, demonstrating a versatility that is the cornerstone of any successful adventuring party. Rogues devote as much effort to mastering the use of a variety of skills as they do perfecting their combat abilities, giving them broad capabilities that few other characters can match. Many rogues focus on stealth and deception, while others refine skills that help them in dungeon environment, such as climbing, finding, disarming traps, and opening locks. When it comes to combat, rogues prioritize subtle strikes over brute strength. A rogue would rather make one precise strike than wear an opponent down with a barrage of blows. Rogues have an almost supernatural knack for avoiding danger, and a few learn magical tricks to supplement their other abilities. Some rogues began their careers as criminals, while others use their cunning to fight crime. Whatever a rogue's relation to the law, no common criminal or officer of the law can match the subtle brilliance of the greatest rogues. To create a rogue, consult the following list, which provide HP, proficiencies, armor, if you're making a first level character, starting equipment, multi-classing section, then look at the rogues table to see the class features you get at each level in the class. The description of those features appear in the rogue class features section. Here we go. Sneak attack. Looks like sneak attack scales the exact same way. 8, 9, 10. At first level, we get expertise, sneak attack, thieves can't, cunning action, rogue subclass, feat, uncanny dodge. Should probably pull this rogue up. Cunning action, roguish archetype, roguish subclass. We get the feat, uncanny dodge at 5th, expertise at 6th. No, we do not get expertise at 6th. We get it at 7th. We get a subclass at 6th. I remember them talking about changing rogue subclasses because originally rogues had the latest second subclass feature. Like you start with your 3rd level subclass and then 9th is when you get the next one. So they're changing that to 6. You get your subclass stuff earlier. Expertise got pushed back a level. It's fine. Feat at 8th, just like everyone else. Evasion got pushed back to 9th. Harsh. Subclass feature at 10th and a feat at 10th. Reliable talent is still 11th. Feat at 12th. Subtle strikes. Slippery mind. Feat. Elusive. And then the mighty stroke of luck. Why is the rogue the favorite class of the UNT? They love doing sneak attack. Thank you, Broccoli. All right, saving throws, dex, intelligence. We get 4 skills from the list. Simple martial weapons that have finesse. So we're proficient in all martial weapons, or all finesse weapons. That's good. Proficiency in thieves' tools. Arrows, short sword, short bow, leather quiver, another 18 gold, 2 daggers, burglar's pack. Multi-class. I'm going to just gloss over this because it looks like these were all the same. You get light armor, you get thieves' tools, 1 skill of your choice. Okay. All right. First level expertise, sneak attack. You know how to turn a subtle attack into a deadly one. Once on each of your turns, when you take the attack action, you can deal extra damage to one creature you hit with an attack. If you are attacking with a finesse weapon or a ranged weapon, and if at least one of the following requirements is met. You have advantage. There's an ally within 5 feet. That is an end cap. To determine the extra damage, roll a number D6 is equal to half your rogue level. The extra damage type is the same as the weapon's damage type. Okay, so no changes really to sneak attack. You get Thieves Can't, picked up various languages and communities where you applied your roguish talents. You know Thieves Can't and 1 other language of your choice, which you choose from the standard languages and rare languages. So not only does Thieves Can't give you the rogue language, it gives you an extra language. Cunning action. Quick thinking and agility allows you to move and act quickly. On your turn, you can take one of the following actions as a bonus. Dash, disengage, hide. No change. 3rd level, you get the rogue subclass, thief, or 1 other. Subclass is a special. Okay, copy, paste. Feat, uncanny dodge. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to have that attack's damage against you. No change? When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack roll. I feel like that might be a little different. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction. Okay, no, it's the same. It's the same. Uncanny dodge is the same. Subclass feature at 6th, expertise at 7th, feat, evasion. You can nimbly dodge out of the way of certain dangers. When you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex save to take only half, you instead take none. And only half damage if you fail. You can't use this feature if you're in cap. 10th, you get a feat and a subclass. 11th, you get reliable talent. You have refined your talents until they approach perfection. Whenever you make an ability check that uses one of your skill or tool proficiencies, you can treat the D20. You can treat a D20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. Absolutely love it. This is huge. Was that seems like it's different. No, okay, it's the same. It's the same. Yeah, they really didn't change much about the rogue. I remember them saying in the rogue video that rogue was one of the most, like, one of the favorite classes of the community that got, and one of the most, like, so they did some kind of survey and like, hey, what do you like and what do you not like about this class? And the rogue was the one that was like a majority of people said, leave it. So they did. Subtle strikes. When you attack, you know how to exploit a target's distraction. You have advantage on any attack roll that targets a creature that is within 5 feet of at least one of your allies who's an end cap. That's pretty cool. So normally you would just get your sneak attack, but now if there's an ally there, you get advantage as well. That's very cool. I love this. 14th, you get a subclass. 15th, you get slippery mind. Your cunning mind is exceptionally difficult to control. You gain proficiency in wisdom and charisma. Wow. What? Is that by the book? Okay, just wisdom. So now, so they added charisma to the slippery mind. That's cool. So now rogues have proficiency in all mental saving throws at 15th and dex. That's awesome. 16th, you get a feat. 17th, you get elusive. You are so evasive that attacks rarely gain the upper hand. No attack roll has advantage against you while you aren't in cap. No sneak attack on reaction. No ready to action sneak attack. I'm okay with losing that. I'm going to be honest. I'm okay with losing that. That was already kind of cheesy. You only get it on the attack action once on each of your turns. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with losing the reaction sneak attack. Totally fine with that. Sorry, rogues. I think that was a little cheesy, in my opinion. Elusive, no attack roll has advantage against you. Is pretty good. Stroke of luck. We've already covered stroke of luck, but because I'm doing this for a video, I'm going to read it. You have an uncanny knack for succeeding when you need to. If you fail a D20 test, that's an attack roll, save, or ability check, you can turn the roll into a crit. You can turn the roll into a 20. Probably making it a crit. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. You can crit. You get an auto crit once per short rest. Whew. I mean, wow. This is an incredible class feature. This is a very, very powerful class feature. Very good. I don't think it's too powerful. It's once per short rest, but man, you can really mess somebody up with this. Yeah. Not much change to the rogue, but to be honest, not much change needed. I'm fine with it. Rogue is such a well done class. I'm okay with it. All right, now we're going to get into the subclass. Boy, do I have complaints about the thief. Let's get into them. You have honed your larcenous axe. Burglars, bandits, cut purses, and other criminals typically adopt this subclass, but so do rogues who prefer to think of themselves as treasure seekers, explorers, delvers, and investigators. In addition to improving your agility and stealthiness, you gain abilities used for delving into ruins and getting maximum benefit from the magic items you find there. Love the magic item flavor of the subclass. At 3rd level, fast hands. You have additional options for the bonus action of your cunning action, which you can do with which you can do the following. You can take the search action or you can sleight of hand. Make a dexterity sleight of hand check to pick a lock or disarm a trap with a thieves' tools, or to pick a pocket. Okay, so here's the thing. Why a bonus? Because that's your cunning action. So here's my problem with this. When would you need to disarm a trap, pick a lock, or pick a pocket in combat? When is that situation necessary? And at what point is that necessary to warrant a bonus action instead of a regular action? Running from someone. Okay, walk me through it, Shelly. If you're running from someone, how does this help you run from someone? Walk me through it. All right, so those of you that agree, chase sequence through corridors with locked doors. So here's the thing. All right, so walk me through it. Triple dash to flex on tabaxi. You can't do that anymore. Quick open the door. So you're saying bonus. So let me understand. Bonus, unlock door. What do you do with your action? Quick to open the door while we hold off enemies chasing. Someone answer this. You use your bonus action to unlock the door. And then you dash. You use your action to dash. Action to dash or ready and attack. Okay, so here's the thing. Why couldn't you just use your action to unlock the door and your bonus to dash? That's kind of my point. Like, this ability doesn't make any sense to me. That should be a bit beneficial. I don't understand this. There's like some very, very specific scenarios. So one scenario that I can think of, I've had this discussion with a lot of people. This doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe you're being attacked as the door needs opened and have to attack someone back. So you're being chased. There's a lot. So listen, if you're being chased and you're running away, you're not running towards a locked door. You're running the way you came. Why would you be running towards? So in what's like, I'm not saying it couldn't possibly happen, but I want you to imagine the scenario where you're being chased. You're running towards a locked door, not the door that you came from, or maybe the door that you came from is locked now. And then what? Trap, someone locked them behind you. Yeah. So my point is that this is a very, very specific scenario. The best scenario that I could think of would be there's a trap between you and the enemy. Magic, maybe. Like I said, I'm not saying that you couldn't engineer a very specific use. It's just so odd to me. If this said it was free, like you could just free action unlock a door, it'd be kind of cool. Second story work is huge. You get a climb speed equal to your speed. Normally, this would allow you to climb. Previously, this allowed you to climb without costing half movement, but this actually gives you a straight up climb speed. This is better than this. Huge. You can jump with dexterity, also huge. Absolutely love the changes to second story work. Absolutely love it. Supreme sneak. You have advantage on every dex check. Every stealth check you make, provided you aren't wearing medium or heavy. Huge. Use magic device. You get a 4th attunement slot. Oh, that's so good. 4th attunement. Whenever you use a magic item that expends charges, roll a d6. On a 6, you use the property without expending a charge. Absolutely amazing. Like, the thief is so freaking good. I know I was complaining about like fast hands, but who cares? When the rest of this stuff is just godlike. Absolutely love this. Not expending, like 1 in 6 chance to not expend a charge on a wand. Oh, extra attunement. This one, I have a complaint. You can use any spell scroll that bears a cantrip or a first level spell. You can also try to use any spell scroll that contains a higher level spell, but you must first succeed on an Arcana check. On a success, you cast the spell. And you use your intelligence for the spell casting. On a failed, the scroll disintegrates. First complaint. Most DMs, as far as I know, most DMs allow anyone to use spell scrolls. I am one of those DMs. On the off chance that you're not one of those DMs, move on to the next bullet. How often do you find a cantrip spell scroll? If you find a higher... So that was my first complaint, is that I think spell scrolls should be used by anyone. I think that should be baked in. I homebrew that role. How often do you find a cantrip scroll? Gah. And my final point, and this is agreed. Like, okay, listen, my last point, and this to me is absolutely egregious. How many rogues are proficient in Arcana? Now, I feel like some of you that are watching the video are typing away at the comments, and maybe some of you in the chat are doing the same. Keep in mind that you can't be a thief and an arcane trickster. You one or the other. And one more point I would like to make is that Arcana isn't even on the rogues list. Acrobatics, athletics, deception, insight, intimidation, investigation, perception, persuasion, sleight of hand, stealth. Arcana is not on this list. This makes zero sense to me. This should be on the rogue list. You would basically have to get it from the background. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I don't like this whole paragraph. I don't like. Okay, moving on. I don't like that. So this is so good that I'm okay with this garbage. These first two features, an extra attunement and chance to not burn a charge, is huge. I'm okay with this garbage, but this is garbage to me. This is nothing. There's nothing good about this paragraph. Yeah, if you're one of the DMs that allows spell scrolls to be used by everyone, this is basically useless for rogues. But I think that's a majority of DMs, and I totally agree. I think that should be the case. I think spell scrolls should be used by anyone. I stand by that. I will probably always run my games like that. I feel like that creates so many good opportunities. When we do the survey, I will definitely grill this. Thieves reflexes. You can now take a second bonus action on your turn. Oh my gosh. I didn't read this. What? I didn't read this. You can now take a second bonus action on your turn, provided it is the bonus action from Cunning Action. You can use this feature on a number of turns. Wait. You can use this feature on a number of turns equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. You get it back on a long. They had to limit it, didn't they? Had to limit it. Oh, that's so cool, though. A second bonus? Fast hand slapping you twice? Yeah, boy. So listen, now that I can bonus twice, I can dash up to the locked chest. I can pick it, and I can disarm the trap. I can disarm the trapped chest, and I can pick the lock. And when I open the chest up, I can grab the 0 level spell scroll, and I can use it as an action. So don't dash up to the chest. I'm going to use my movement to go to the chest, pick the lock, disarm the trap, grab the cantrip scroll, and cast. We are on fire right now. Let's go. Listen. The next time I run a thief rogue, I'm setting up that scenario. I'm 100% going to put a locked chest in the middle of combat, and it's going to be a cantrip. There's like going to be some fat loot in there too, but I'm definitely putting a cantrip scroll in there just because I want to engineer this very fun scenario where they have to pick the lock, disarm the trap, and then grab the spell scroll and burn it.